Well, Greg Jennings is still with us and a huge golf fan, I'm hearing. So we want you to weigh in on this one. Will Tiger win another major?
I believe he will. I truly believe he will. With what I have seen in his progression over the last few tournaments that he's participated in, he's gotten better. He's made strides where it matters, and that's on the weekend. And for me, when I watched Tiger yesterday, one of my takeaways was you saw him gaining confidence on the tee box. It can be so frustrating when you aren't hitting fairways, when you're not connecting with your driver. But for him, at points, you would have thought, just take your fairway iron and just hit it out there. He refused to do that. He wanted to lock in on it because he knows how important that aspect of the game is. For me, seeing Tiger do that yesterday let me know that he is not trying to shy away from the spotlight. Regardless of the outcome, because we saw it even on 17, where he ended up getting the par on the par 5, his tee shot put him in a position where he could have been in a lot of trouble. And obviously he didn't birdie that hole. But for me, his mentality, his confidence has never wavered. I'm not going to say it's never wavered. It's taken a hit, but now you see it coming back. He's learning how to play with his body, aging, younger guys who out-hit him. He's being more savvy now. His iron play yesterday was phenomenal. I think that Tiger, within the next year, will definitely win a major.
I disagree. I disagree with Skip earlier. I just don't see it for the very reason you talked about. Everything on the weekend lined up perfect. He couldn't putt any better. He couldn't chip any better. But his driver was pathetic. And that's what's let him down over the last 3 to 4 or 5 years. Let's just take the 2 years.
You can actually go about 12 years.
Absolutely. His driver has always been.
I was going to say, Skip, let's take the 2 years that he's been injured because everything let him down then. He just couldn't stay healthy. But if you go back, that's kind of been the undoing of Tiger, is his inability to keep the ball in the fairway. But let me ask you this, Skip. I was meaning to ask you this. Do you think the outcome would have been different if Tiger and Koepka was in the same group and that crowd roar and Tiger going, they battling shot for shot? Would it have been a difference as opposed to like 3 groups earlier if he was in the same group?
I say no, because Brooks Koepka is the one guy out there not afraid of Tiger Woods.
So I'm with you there.
This guy's got cold-blooded assassin in him.
Okay.
He is emotionless, and when he needed to pull out the shot of shots yesterday, and this is going to be swept under the carpet because it's going to be all Tiger mania today, but on 16, it's 248 yards. He hits a 4-iron to 7 feet and makes it for a birdie that's game over.
Yes.
It's like, but again, could he do it face-to-face with Tiger?
Right.
I think he would have.
But I honestly think he would have
Might
played
have risen
better.
to the occasion even higher.
Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, and then 17, Skip, to go 338 in the middle. I mean, dude.
About 18. He hit
like,
about
whoa,
340.
I'm like, dude. And that's the thing, Skip, is that can Tiger put together 4 good rounds? Because the first round, he was even par. And Koepka was only 1 in front of him, Skip. He -1. But then he goes 63. So now Tiger goes
right there.
Yeah, Tiger goes even par 64. With those the 2 shots that he couldn't make up. He played well yesterday. You think about he shot 64 with 2 bogeys. That could easily be a 62, 61 round. Now he shoots 61. Whatever he accomplished those previous, that's pales in comparison. You shoot 61 and run that guy down at a major, Skip, man, Tiger, man, people have been thinking about Tiger God now because he could have done no wrong.
I think they were already thinking that yesterday.
If he shoots 61 and catch Koepka, Skip, it's over.
It felt like he won even though he lost.
It really does.
And Tiger was as jubilant finishing second as I used to see him occasionally. It was even more jubilant than when he used to finish first occasionally.
Right.
Because he was so proud of what he's overcome.
Right.
He's had 4 back surgeries, including spinal fusion, a year and 4 months ago. He hasn't won a major for 10 years and 2 months. Think about that, 10 years and 2 months. And all of a sudden, the world was going crazy for Tiger Woods yesterday because it looked like he was back. It looked like that guy had re-emerged.
Yes.
For me, what he pulled off yesterday was nothing short of miraculous. Now, I'm a hardcore golf fan. I'm going to watch Tiger, no Tiger, I don't care. But in this case, what he did had me just reeling in my living room. I'm like, that's impossible. You cannot miss 9 of 14 fairways at that golf course with U.S. Open high, sticky rough that you cannot extricate your golf ball from. You have to be so strong just to get the ball free of the long grass and get it back onto the short grass. On 17, I was surprised he just got it out. Mm-hmm. He was also lucky he hit it so far right, he hit it over the creek. If he hits it in the creek, it's game over
yes.
right there. But to me, what flashed yesterday for the first time in 10 years was Tiger's old will. I've never seen will like he had for about that 4-year stretch when he won the Tiger Slam and just owned golf, because his will overwhelmed every competitor. And I think it overwhelmed every competitor yesterday because the Tiger roars were just scorching across the course. They were dropping Justin Thomas, Dustin Johnson, whoever it is, even
moonwalking backwards.
Yeah, they're going backwards because they have not experienced that before because they're too young.
Right.
This was the first.
Correct.
Justin Thomas said afterwards, that was my first, man. I got the whole Tiger experience
Correct.
today, and it's hard to stand up to it, except for Brooks Koepka. But all of a sudden, Tiger Woods was just willing himself toward the lead. 3 times he got within a shot of Brooks Koepka, missing 9 of 14 fairways. He was willing home putts. He was willing home escape artist shots from the rough. Again, on 9, he hit it so far left. Again, he's missing way right and way left. It's hard to, you know golf.
Absolutely.
It's just hard to survive that way. But he hit it so far left on 9 that he hit it down on the downtrodden path in the rough. And he had like a bare lie, but he hit a 9-iron, 5 feet, and made that. Mm-hmm. So it's escape artistry like we used to see back around the 2000 time. He was willing himself closer and closer to the lead with those radar iron shots, all of them with a little fade on them. They were just radar locked on the pins.
But Skip, you can't make a living like that.
You wouldn't think so.
No, you can't. That's why I don't believe he can, because think about it.
Well, wait a second.
But he has made a living like that.
He left a birdie putt on the lip, and he lipped a par putt.
Yeah.
And he shot 64. That's the best final round he's ever shot in a major in 80 majors, a 64. You miss 9 of 14 fairways and shoot 64?
That's my thing, Skip.
Whew.
Everything played his iron was perfect. His putting was perfect. The one thing that's always been, that, like you said, the last decade has been that left him was his drive. Now, what happens when he's not locked in like that? That was the likelihood of him hitting the ball as far right and left as he did and playing out of those situations and putting the ball as close to the pin. That's not happening on the reg. And that's what it's going to take for him to win another major.
For me, I think that gave him that Tiger confidence that he needed to know I can make these shots. Because this is how we saw him win when he was winning, making miraculous shots, just running away with the field.
Do you remember at Torrey Pines when he won the U.S. Open on a quote-unquote broken leg?
Yes.
He was hitting it off the golf course right and left, and it just didn't matter.
It
they
didn't
have
matter.
The rough, but he did it in the other fairway and make a birdie.
It didn't matter. And one thing, and you know this, Skip, being a golfer, you can struggle off the tee. But if your iron play and your game around the greens and your putting is on, you can still score. And that's what we saw yesterday with Tiger. He was struggling off the tee, but he was able to score because he was able to put himself back in position to where he could make putts.
But he's putting himself behind. He's starting from so far behind. Remember, the first day, he's already 6 down.
Well, you know what's happened. You realize in 80 majors, he's never once come from behind after 54 holes to win on Sunday. And he almost did it yesterday.
But you remember Tiger Woods, back old young prime Tiger? He hit that ball down the middle, and what'd he do? He spin that old driver. He like, he spin it right in the hell like, that thing good. 320 right in the middle of the fairway.
He didn't spin one yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Like, damn it.
He used to spin his driving iron. He wasn't even spinning that yesterday.
Now he's like, You look like old Shannon Sharpe out there on the tee box.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen Shannon Sharpe on the tee box.
Out of do whatever you see our Tigers on that 7th, how it went way right. That's me.
Well, I learned today. I did not know this, but Shannon Sharpe's a Tiger hater. Who knew?
I don't.
Yes, you are.
Why am I a
Tiger hater? You say I can see him winning 2 more majors. You say none.
None.
Oh,
None.
That's haterism.
I say he can win some tournaments.
Oh, okay.
But Skip, I still believe he's the greatest golfer. That doesn't mean anything.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you've been revealed.
I don't know
Tiger
either.
hater.
Why would I hate Tiger?
You fans
I like
watching.
Tiger.